Hello everyone, welcome to Hikvision MEA Open Course episode 33. So welcome for the afternoon coming, and as we can see for the first days there are already been more than 32 courses already. And the topic including for the CCTV, for the camera, for the backend devices, and now more we will do something promoting for our new courses related to the interactive flat panel. So this is Vera speaking, and nice to see you. Since the last live streaming, it passed for a long time, and thank you for joining us. Today our topic will be the Hikvision Interactive Flat Panel. Also, same, please scan for the QR code and on the screen. So we will create this related point to your account. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Hikvision MEA Open Course episode 33. And same as before, please scan the QR code and to get 2,000 credits. Some customers are asking about for the credits. We are apologizing for that. Signs for the system upgrading. It will take some time to credit the points into account, no matter for the check-in 2,000 or you are the winner for the quiz. But we will solve these problems at around the middle of November. So maybe for the previous courses assigned for the episode 227 and until now for the following, so we have the record. And don't worry, we will credit the course, these credits into account before the middle of the November. Because for our system upgrading, thank you for understanding. And this is Vera speaking. Good to see you. And today we are going to bring the course for you with the topic around the Hikvision Interactive Flat Panel for the FP. As you can see for the devices behind me, that is the one we're using in our office for the daily meetings, the trainings, and the customer visitings. If customer come here and we want to share a solution or the product, we will be using that. So later we are going to show you for the uses and the promoting one. Behind me for the devices, it has for the D5C, probably already here or have used for that. So for some general usings like the projection, yeah, of course, for the projection, and for the whiteboard and the split screen for left side, maybe for the setting, another side for the whiteboard. So how to do the setting and how to use that. So these are the things we will do the demo and it's later. Well, we will start our content introductions at 4 p.m. Besides that, please scan the QR code with your mobile camera. Because if you are existing HPP owners, so when you're using that scan, then the page will remind you to jump to the HPP automatically for the check-in. If you are the new users without download HPP, you can also fill in your basic information as required in the necessary regions. But we suggested to please download and then check inside HPP. Otherwise, if you don't have applications, it's not very easy to let us create the points into account. And again, for the customer, when we are the most caring about for the HPP points issues, yes, we apologize for that due to the system upgrading. For the credits, sometimes it will take some times. As we know, for since the last season, last quarter of the 2024, and we have more courses. And for to avoid any missing or the losing for the credits, so we will credit the points into the customer account like regularly. Usually we will do that like around half months, but we know maybe some customer didn't receive previous points, that due to the system upgrading. So we will do finalize this work as the middle of the November. So then, if you don't get the points after the November middle, then you can contact us, like write email to me or to the Hikvision, the official email. And thank you for understanding. Now, there will be last 1 minute before we starting our course, and we can think about some questions. Like previous course, no matter for the solar-powered PD camera or the previous one. So for some networking product. So for the course that we delivered, so this mostly we're promoting for the economic choices and mostly we can using in the channel market. And even now, maybe you already know, we have the D5B and the D5C already. So we have both product line and some little differences, but for the UI, for the design, for the applications, or the things using will be have some similarity. So this today we are going to bring and introduce to you about the Hikvision Interactive Flat Panel, the IPPD. All right. Okay, let's start. And this is Vera speaking, and good to see you. Welcome to Hikvision MEA Open Course episode 33. So as you can see for the topic for the D5B and EL interactive flat panel. So for this introductions, always we are going to check for the product, what is that, and mainly what they're using for that. Yeah. So for the functions, this is not scenarios, not strange to us. Like it usually happens in what? In the hotel meeting room, in the ballrooms. Sometimes we organize for the trainings and we want to treat customers as well. So invite them to the hotel. But what do we need for the presentations? Think about it. Yeah, firstly, we need something to show our content. No matter what's the topic for the event, we need to show something to the customer. So the projector and the curtain must be the accessory. Otherwise, we cannot only using for the whiteboard. The whiteboard can be using like a supplementary tool. Like you want to write some highlight and you want to do the structure, show for the topology, whatever to help or the enhance for your opinions. But not only for that, it will have some issues. Yeah, firstly, we need a lot of the devices and for the customers who sit on the back side, for the rear side, we will not have a good like experience for that. But due to the distance, so the thing is, for the IPD, is a kind of the all-in-one devices supporting for the wireless projections. Yeah, we all know for the connections, if we are using the HDMI, better. It's stable and easily just a plugin. But for sometimes we do not have this enough length of the cable. So for the wireless projections, it's not a bad choice. And not only for the laptop, you can also use in a mobile phone, no matter for the Android systems or for the iOS systems. You can use that for the wireless projections. Besides, we supporting use the whiteboard and using some automations, remotely meetings. Yeah, if we are using that, have a look please. So behind me, so we will find. Here is the Zoom. So for Zoom applications, we can utilize for the remote meetings. So, but we have that integration with Zoom, but not limited to Zooms. Other media software can also working as well. So with the free installation capabilities, it can meet the various of the business scenarios for the users, like this all-in-one design. Well, as we can see, the bike side of the main, so we will find the questions before we are caring most about that. The first one, like this, the projections. We have the Wondercast, and for the connection way, you can think about it. So how many ways we can do the connections and which one you prefer or will be much more easier. And then, besides all-in-one design, not only for the projections, for the whiteboard, and for the management file, and one of the settings. So it's very convenient easily, like we operating for all the smart devices and just using a finger to swipe and to click and to adding something. And wireless projections is easier than ever. So for the wireless, so we no need to rely on the cables, especially for the mobile phone. If we're using iPhone, congrats, it's pretty easier because we can using for the AirPlay. So the AirPlay, just for the mobile phone, you are using that, and so you will find there will be choices here. So we click on that and find where is the one we can use to give out the projections. So for the mobile phone, for the projection ways, we will introduce it later. And the intelligence whiteboard, free idea sharing. All right. So let's have a look about the 5D AL series. So for the AL series, the A is series names and the L means for the light. So for the back side and the front side, we have the different type of the interface. Attention please, for the slide showing, we're promoting for the D5B/AL series with a better price, but for the demo, like we're using in the daily life for our offices, it's a little differences. The back side of me is the one with the camera, so we can realize for the capture. You see, for the upper side of the camera, you can using the FPD to do the capture, to do the video recording. Yeah, this is the D5C series. But for the UI and the design, these things will be same. Or the applications using and splitting of the screens all will be same. LF is a modus, so user can swipe the RFID, the radio frequency identity card, to log in or open an account. So this is maybe for the devices, your property, you want to add in the different user, or you have some information saved inside. So we can log for that. Daily in our offices, we're using, this is for the convenient for the offices, but if you want, we can choose to lock. It has in the elegant appearance and powerful hardware. So the fourth core CPU and attention please here. So maybe some questions will be arise from this page. Attention please. So for the hardware and systems, for the customer is caring about the ability. So ability about the RAM and the ROMs. So here will be 8 GB gigabit RAM and 64 gigabit ROMs. So the system will be Android systems. 13 by default, it is the built-in systems Android. And if you want to add in for the operation systems for the Windows, like the OBS, of course, on the backside, you can also purchase the separately and install it. But for this one, for the Android system, it's by default and integrated inside this IPD already. It can be realized for remotely control and building for the loudspeaker. This one next to the pen, this is the pen, and this version for the both side we have for the loudspeaker. And it has for the zero bonding screens. For the frame bonding, has the glasses for the display layer. So before, for the other technologies we have, there are a big gap between the two layers. So similar like if we put our fingers, if there is a mirror, have you ever tried to put your finger to the mirror? So to the mirror, you will find between you and your shadow, so there will not be the sameness. There will be a gap. So this will be the same like effect. So the previous one, we have for the between there is a big gap between the glass and the display layer. But now, due to the bonded together technologies, the glass and display layer, they can be like working together closely. For the 4K UI, yeah, this is for the cast concise homepage. Of course, if you want to add more, like we want to the right and the left side, we want to drag one to the main page, it's okay, but no more differences because you just run click to the right side, that will be okay. And the content of display for the fourth theme to choose. So attention please, for the theme to choose, there is a difference. The theme is like not only for the background, but also for the icon. For example, we go into the display and we find in the display the theme. So here will be the theme setting. Hope this will be a little, you can see from the side. All right, this is want to make it higher. Yeah, maybe this will looks a little better. So from the pictures, you can find on the same like the slide showing, there will be the different way we can add it. So if we apply for the different classics, so the related icon will be changed as well. For example, I choose on the Chinese scale. So after the switch to the themes, let's we have a look what will be changed. We go to the main stage. We will find, so for here, for the whiteboard, For the Wondercast, yeah, or this icon will be changed as well. So this is not only change for the background. Besides, for the 4K UI, for the simple and useful console bar, like a dance part, we can choose and do the operatings and very easily ways. And here, for one split screens models, like customer is caring about that, I want to use like similar like my laptop, like a half-off. So this is how to realize that for the settings. For example, we open that for the whiteboard. So I want to open a setting on another side. So how to do that? How to realize that? We can just find in these applications and for the long pressing. Like this long pressing, you will find there is a choice called enable split screens. So finding these applications and there will be enable split screens. Yeah, it will be realized for this, like half size. I will turn off the light of the room so it will be much more easier to view. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this light, the split screens may be well later clear after I turn off the light. So to realize the half and half, we can do the setting, like setting the users we are asking, and also for the whiteboard side, we can do whatever we want as well. So to both sides, it can be realized for the split mode. All right, let's continue. For the useful tools, we have some kind of the interactive display tools, like the calculator, the note, the camera. So the cameras, we need to choose the mode supported for the camera. This is on the upper side. So if we want to take a photo, like now we are doing the live streaming, we want to take a video recording. So yeah, look, another question appears. So how can we exit for this mode? So, or we like close for the applications, go to another one. So finding the toolbar down and the right side, there will be choices to clear all. We can choose to clear all or close everyone we like. So on the red corners, we're finding the camera. This is the camera. You can show this is in our offices, the live streaming rooms for the Hikvision MEA open course, and we can choose to click on the click. So this will be one click for the visiting. We can choose to set to the mobile phone or the other one. So for the more operation part, we will do and show you in the demo presentation part. Now we just get to know what do we have. Yeah, our smart light automatically turn on. All right, besides for the camera, we have the stopwatch, the voting, the counting down, controller, and for the lock screen, screenshot, and the record video screens. So all these smart tools is on the right down corner. You click on that for the case box and it will appear, and you can choose to try by yourself for the useful tools. So for this device VAL series highlight, we can choose to log in by the traditional way, like passwords, or the RFID card, or the USB disk. One thing happened that today, one of our devices we don't know, we forgot the password for that, for the administration password. So the way is like if you want to reset the password or find it back using one USB, insert for front of the panel and export one file. Head over to Hikvision Teams and we will give you a back, like a back reply file, then insert it. It will automatically recognize that, then you can set your new password automatically. All right? And for the physical buttons for the AL series, some customers prefer for the traditional buttons, some users prefer for the iPhone home button, right? So even like, of course, for the fingers, we can go back, but they like for the physical one. So this is easier for the operating, like on and off, volume, increase and down. Go to the home page, return, or go to the setting. Besides, there is one customization one. You can put the function like you like. And for the AL, B5AL series, we support a maximum 31 language for the IME. What is IME? The input method editor. So this is like the input method. For this board, we will have integrated with the Hikvision input method. So the Hikvision learning will be much more easier for the using. And also for the people like writing, we have the special pen tip the materials to reduce for the weight and it's for easily, smoothly writing. Now, we're going for the projections. So now let me try to project the dots and you will find there is one, this I can tell, this is means connected. So what is the connected and I connect the what? We see we connected one accessories on my laptop and now it realized that if I click on the confirms, so what I'm showing to the presentations will appear on my website. So this is the one we realized for the projections. All right. So for the first way, we can use it for the cable projections. The traditional way, we can use in this kind of the HDMI cable for the connection to your laptop directly. And secondly, for AirPlay projections, as we see, for the iOS users, they can use your smartphone or using for the iPad to realize the AirPlay directly, as long as the devices and the FPD, they are in the same network, or we use the DLNA projections for another type of the phone, and for the Wi-Fi projections is the most suggested way, because if for the offices using, some daily using, we can just install the applications and then automatically we can find the devices by the Wondercast. So for example, now suppose if I want to try to end for the promoting and change another way, I find my Wondercast. Yeah, for my Wondercast here. Yeah, this is the Wondercast. And how to find it? We can search for the Wondercast Hikvision and download from the official website. So after it's like starting, so we will find input for the code to realize connections, or we will find quickly connection directly. So here we show the detecting because all the FPD we are connecting in the office network. So surrounding all the signals that can be detected. So in theory, I can push my screens even to the next room, the meeting room, the FPD. It's no problems. So just choose the one. So now we are seeing some silence. So again, I try to click on to realized. Okay, now the screens is showing on the back side. So this is for the Wi-Fi projections. Make my laptop, the devices and IFP in the same network and a download for the Wondercast. And the last for the dangle projections. So we already have that. So what's the use for the dangle? The dangles is the one that I just opened that this one, this devices. I will show you how this looks like. This is the devices that I'm using. So this is for the dangle part and this is a kind of adapters. So we can see originally it is using the Type-C port, but we can add in one adapters. So to make it become to the Type-A for USB Type-A. So then we can insert that to the laptop, the USB port, or we can using this connecting to the Type-C port on the laptop is also fine. So using this one, the thing of that is, if I, for example, the customer bring the laptop here and we want to show their materials, but maybe due to the network, maybe they don't want to download materials. So we can use in this dangle the plugin to the big screen and then take it out after the pairing between the IFP and the dangle. Then customer can insert these devices on their laptop to realize the projection directly. So they no need to download applications. Just taking one devices which paired with the IP already to their device, then they can using it. So to avoid, so no need to the downloading the devices, especially no network is also fine. So for this dangle projections, the main component we will have to see. So there's a plug and play. So that means we can connect in that to my laptop, or we can using the USB adapters. So after we insert that, how to start projections? there will be a button. So we press this down and to start projections. Besides, we integrating with the NFC module. And on the back side, we have a charging port. That means I can connect these devices to my laptop. And meanwhile, I can using the not influence for the conject. So as we can see for the backside, there's a port. So we can using this connecting to my laptop. Meanwhile, I can charge the devices and do the projection at the same times. This is the part accessory for that. So this is the working procedures. Plug in the dongle to the interactive display like this, what I'm doing now. So the port, that's finished for the screen now. First, okay, let's go back. And this is the dongle. I insert the dongle to the IFP. Yeah, we will find this devices. We have an indicator, so it will start the blue, the flashing, and when it's stable blue light, so means it is working well and appear with the screens. We will find it's on that. So after it appears, we can take it out and insert to the laptop as it shows. And also, meanwhile, we can realize for the okay. So meanwhile, we can use that to for the processing to the same to the mobile phone. But as we say, usually for the mobile phone, because we have the data, we have the Wi-Fi. So usually we can connect into the mobile terminals like smartphone to the IFP directly, just to download for the Wondercast. The Wondercast, we have the iOS version, the Android, and for the Mac laptop, and for the Windows. So we can download from the official website. So this is for the demo projections. So the good thing for that is we can realize for the 4K projections, the LC one touch projection and the charge input, as we see for the backside. Yeah. Okay, now 1 moment. Okay, later for the to see it clearly, I'll be using hold down my smartphone when we do the demo part. So that's complete on the girls row for the theoretical part, firstly. So for the touch, so we can realize the charging and the USB adapter. Besides, for the projections, the IP not only can receive for us signals, but it can maximum 4 signal resource inputs simultaneously at the same times. So that means more users can share their screens, the devices, we can do it together. And no matter for the laptop, for the mobile phone, it can be realized the projection together. And for the device control, means now I do the projections on the laptop. For example, now I'm finding for the Wondercast and connecting to the device's silence, starting that. So if I slice the slides, so meanwhile on my laptop it will change as well. So we can realize for the inverse control. So we control the IP and meanwhile the laptop can be controlled as well. So for the verse projections, like using the whiteboard, we're writing down some opinions. Also, we can give the screen from the IP to our laptop as well. If we are using for the Wi-Fi mode, our device is support for the Bluetooth 5 and the Wi-Fi 5. Under the Wi-Fi 5 mode, we can working at AP mode and the STA mode, the station mode at the same times. So the devices can not only connected to the hotspot of the device, but also they can work in together in the environment Wi-Fi. So for this different network mode. And as we see, when we see the dongle, if you get it and have a choice, when you insert that, you can press down the button to start that projections. And they will ask you have a two choice, duplicate mode or the extension mode. Like usually we using the HDMI, connecting one monitor to the laptop. Same, we can choose the extension, the duplicate mode. Like what I show here
and it will be shown same on the big screen, or using the explanation mode. So to protect the privacy, maybe we can posting other things on that, drag to the big one, to the accessory screen, and deal with our work, like reply the message, the email on the laptop. So this is for one. And a smart whiteboard, the functions will be, we can use in that for the education or the presentation to the customers. We can insert the image, even the video, and adding for the different background color for the existing shape. So besides, we can get like insert the compass, ruler, triangular, and the projectors, even for the browser. So these things we can adding and together. We will show you in the demo points later. So it allows multiple people to write at the same time. So like in the education scenarios or the classrooms, the teacher can ask two or more students come up please and to do the quiz to answer the questions. So it's fine. Give everyone a pen. So because it has them support the 40 points IR touch, so multiple people can write at the same time. And for the whiteboard, we can screenshot saving. When it's done, we can click on the share and it will give us one QR code. We scan that and long pressing to save to our gallery. And for the dual color simultaneous writing, so means for the one, we have a look for this question. So for the top and bottom of the pen, we can write down by the different color, and the color can be defined by ourselves. Later, when we do the demo for the whiteboard, we will show you as well for this dual color for the head of the pen and the bottom of the pen. Besides, for the centralized control, we can use in that whatever we done on the digital signage. So to realize the remotely power off the image to send for the image, video, and the message. So this is we can do the realized control on the high central professionals. For the recognitions, we can realize the pattern, the three types of pattern, the circle, triangular, and rectangular. For the character recognitions, we support two types of the language, simplified Chinese and English. To write down, we recognize that. This is the function, smart function. We need to turn on it manually if we need. For the dual system design, we see for the Android system and the Windows systems. So we can do the switch on the left side of the system or the PC. The PC, that means you insert for this operation system, the OS with the supporting for the Windows. But by default, the IP already integrated with the Android 13 already. So this is by default, and OPS is optional for the Windows. At present, it doesn't support for the iOS system, so Android and the Windows. And the Windows is not by default. We need to purchase for the OPS separately. Remote live meetings. As we see, we can realize for the Zoom meeting is fine. So especially if we have for this one integrated with Zoom and we have the camera, so it's okay. We can use that and even log to my account, But remember, please connect that to the network. Yeah, for the network and the lightness or the settings, you can treat it as an Android phone, Android smartphone. So going to the setting menu and finding the network setting, it's very easy for the using. And it has the inner receiving and self-adjustment to inner receiving mode, automatic standby mode, intelligent self-adjustment for the brightness and the temperature. So this order setting is in the setting menu. We can find it again for the question, please, for the 31 language. So what's the module name? Maybe these questions will appear in the quiz later. 31 languages, like English, Arabic, Turkish, and French. For the Middle East and Africa, we're using the languages that are supported. So this is the one we introduced today. It's D5B/EL. D5B/EL. And we say for the D5B slash AL. So the numbers that means for the diagonal sides, 65 inch, 75, and this is not 85, it's 86. Please attention. So this is 86. And the overhead system for the Android 13, the RAM and the ROM. The RAM and the ROM will be 8 gigabit plus 64 gigabit, but it doesn't have the built-in camera for the D5BEL. This one behind me, why it has, because our office's installation is D5C, but the D5B at present we doesn't have. In the following, the D5B, we have the plan to give out the product with the camera, but that will not be the EL, that will be the FL. So this is the one that a little different, but for the UI and for the applications, it will be the same. And it doesn't have the built-in microphone as well. So if you want, we can like adding something else for the accessories. For the bracket, yeah, the bracket, when we choose, attention please, choose the sides to let your FP match the bracket. And for the OBS, we have two types. For the iCore 5, iCore 5, 8, and 256 gigabit. So this is like 11th generation, 5, i5, 8, 8 gigabit, and 8 S2, 8 gigabit SSD2. So it's easier for the understanding for this one, 11th generation and the T7, iCore 7, 16, memory 16, SSD 5, 512 gigabit. All right, we have these two types. Like has that difference core i5 and the 7, and also for the SSD, the memory is also different. So besides, we have the this is belong to the audio product for the omnidirectional microphone can be used. So this is all the content about the D5B what? D5B slash AL. So for this product, we have the talk about today. And now is for the time of the question. So if you have any doubts, please type it down in the chat box so that our teams will reply you in the box. And after that, we are going to the demo part later. So now leave the question here. So if you have any questions about the FPD. By the way, if you are a big speaker, so tomorrow the time, not same time, so 1 hour later, in the Egypt times, so it means in Dubai 5 p.m. we have the Arabic course version as well. So for the same topic. Please advise if you have any doubts for the open course. Let me have a look as well. I go to the YouTube. For some functions, actually, we already do the demo during our introductions. So okay, if no more questions, we can go ahead for the demo part. And after that, before that, please take a view and thinking about what we just introduced and emphasized. So after the demo part, we will go ahead to the quiz part as well. Okay, now give me 1 second. I'm going to turn off the smart light of the office again to see it much more clear for the whiteboard demo part. All right, thank you. Okay, thank you everyone. So now let's take a look about our demo part. And also connect this to my mobile phone as well. So smartphone. What is smartphone? A phone, very smart, similar like our screen. I will connect this to my phone as well. Just stop sharing. Yeah, I think this will be much more better. Okay, I'm just still sitting here because my audio is with me now. So the first thing is let's we have a look about the screen, how this looks like. This is the one I just in the demo, I changed the style. It's Chinese style, like Chinese people will like fish. So the Windows whiteboard file and the settings. Besides, we can accessories, the ports, let's be have a look. Yeah. So who are you? This one? Answer me please. What is that? Yeah, this is dangle. Sorry, dangle. For the dangle, connect this to the devices that we have for the ports, like the USB port, as the RS port, and for HDMI, for the Type-C, etc. Besides, we have a pen. So remember, just to say about this pen, for the upper end and for the back end, we can realize to the different color. So let's we have a look. And okay, thank you for waiting now. I changed my phone, my voice to the phone. So now we have a look. This is the jungle. We connected to different toys, and this is the microphone. Sorry, the loudspeaker. This is a region for the loudspeaker. And for the right side, the NFC, do you remember? Some people can use it for the RFID, so this is the F3 region. But for the D5B EL series has a different port. So for the EL series, do you remember we have the physical buttons? So it will be the region here. So will be some physical button like turn on, turn off, increase the volume or not. Go back to the home button. Yeah. So this is the button is the likely to the touchable one. So we can go for the part, go to the whiteboard. Okay, my audio voice is okay. Sure. All right, so this is the whiteboard. We can click on that and try to use the fonts. So we click on that, we will find this is the dual pen color below the fingers. So I want to choose for the main color, like the pen, because I want to write some normal thing with the black color. But for some highlight parts, I want to use it for the red color. So that's very code, like today is for the open course, as the today. Sorry, this is me something the mic leaves. So this is the open course. My gloves. You are the open course. And so what is the EP? The episode 33. So you find it, we're using a different part. For the head part, choose the black one color, and the bottom part I choose for the red color for the highlight. So this is using for that. And if I want to using for the choosing or insert something else, as this is very easier. Just click on this point to find insert the picture, video, with the opener and the browser. Browser will always be on the right side. So the browser we can enter for the keywords. And now this is for the Hikvision IMP. So we click on that. This is a Hikvision IMP. ME, sorry. But for Android keyboard, it's not very good for the user. We can have a look. What will happen?
Yeah, it's become too big, so I don't like it. You already have to choose for the Hikvision. So, but the thing is how we can, going back, just a click and find it. We can choose to click on the Hikvision and click on the search. So on the back side, we will find the information about the Hikvision. So this is we can use it to emphasize to the customer. One side you can like prepare for help you to explain more. On the left side you can write in the words so like you like a Hikvision. So it's no problems. Okay, but it's different from the split screen. As we see, if we want to split screen like a half and a half. So now I open the whiteboard already. So click on this one for the applications. So and for the long pressing. Suppose the red side what I want to look like. I want to setting. Long press setting. Enable split screen. So here it is. You must open one application and another one long pressing to choose the enable screens. So here will be the red side on the left side. They have the sides for the half-half. This will be that. Okay. We'll have the half-half. Okay. So this is the how will be looks like for the one. And if we want to close for the applications, just click on that and we can choose to clear all, or we just want to close one setting. So we can click clear all, or we can drag it to the down part, the one that you want to close that. This is the using for the Wondercast and the whiteboard. Besides the whiteboard, if we click on this one, we can realize the split screen writing. So it means 2 or 3 people. We will find 2 people can writing on the left and the right side. Every people take one different pen and the writing and modify their color and whatever things by your like. So even for the screen, we click on the triple. So click on the triple. So become 3. 1, 2, 3. So or we click on the double. So it will be the 2 only. So or we can exit for this mode. Exit on that. So this is the one like the whiteboard. We can insert the components we like for the picture, like the video, resources, the videos. Yeah, we can make it drop, make it bigger and smaller, and put it in the different positions, like upper one. So okay, I put a video here, and other things we can. There's maybe one calculator to drag to make the calculator a little smaller and find the history, what it did. Yeah, just like using a pen to click on the corner to long pressing and control it. So this is we can using to add in the difference. So it's much more smart. We can making it across the applications, like some smart tools. We can no need to switch to the other page. So same, I can maybe after the calculating here, I guess the conclusion. Okay, 1696. Oh, okay, 1698. So the thing is right there, I can also get in writing for the other informations as well. So this is the using. So this is the using what we can have for this one. All right. So then the next we after we get to know or we get one okay, we are satisfied with this result and we want to save for the result. So how to do that? We can go down by the corners. So this one we can find it for the dual color writing, multi-touch writing, text recognition, shape recognition, and menu positions. So how about for the save? We can click the saves to save it in the gallery after the loading sometimes. So save or send in by the email, give the names, close. Or we can share directly. Click on the share and give some times for the generating. So we will get this QR code. Maybe you can also know I'm hosting here and click on that. So let's see what will save. This is what I write down, right? I'm writing down the one on the screens. So you can save it to your mobile phone directly. This is the using for the whiteboard. And besides that, besides Whiteboard, we can go to the application, find anything, explore something more, or we go to the for the home page. This is for the Wondercast. The Wondercast, the finding from the official website. Like this, also, even you the first time using this wizard guided to access to get the Wondercast, and we do such kind of the setting. Or if we're using for the phone, we can click on this to scan the QR code. But as we see for the iPhone, what we are using this, we can just drag down and finding the one. You see, this is the button near to the lock, near to the thumb. So this is the one. So we can find which one. Okay, silence. Okay, great. So this is the one. What we are showing. We are showing on that as well. Okay, it's too much because I narrow that. So I just closing that and then stop sharing that. Just using my smartphone. Share my smartphone. So this is the Wondercast. For smartphone or the laptop, we suggest you to using the wireless projections. But as we see for this dongle, the good use for that is we finished for the compare on that. Okay, we just this is magnet catch. We attach that and we can take it out. So for it's working, as we see, this is for the blue light, stable light. We can take it out. Okay, now finding my laptop. So this is my laptop. I can insert it. So now I insert it. What will happen to my laptop? Nice live streaming, so it will pop up automatically. You see, during this process, actually, I didn't using the application. I didn't open my Wondercast application on my laptop. I just insert this dongle to my laptop and it will automatically recognize and appear to show the connections. So suppose if I click on the start, so it will be start working on the backside as well. So this is what we are doing, the way that we are doing. And if it starts floating, so it will notice you. It is under the projection. It's under you see, it's become a lot because projection started already. Okay, now we just end it. Oh, what I want to show that is for the end the screen, we can choose to end. And here, as long as it's writing the Chinese words, but we can do something translation. This blue, yalla. So this blue one, like confirm. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, it's easy to guess. On the right side, we can choose for the duplicated mode or the explanation mode. Do you have the memory for that, for the explanations? Yeah, this is like when we are using this cable. We're using this HDMI, we can choose to the SP and to choose the mode, like copy, duplicate it, or the explanation. Same is working. When you are using the dongle for the connections, here you can do the choices on here. We have to, before we starting the projection, we have to do the choices, okay? So this is the part. We can use that and we can end it, okay. And also on the back side, just now using for the camera, it's not very clear, but on the back side it's easy. You will find this is on the projections, but here is interface. So if you have the requirement, like for example, this is my laptop charging. I want to take it out and insert it. Yeah, okay. I insert it. Let's see the laptop if it's charging. So after take a few times, so it will start charging as well. So that means we can make it on the devices to make the device, the laptop charge as well. So now we can, this is the dongle part. As we show, it has the different supports. One, by default, is Type-C, and we have adapter to connect this to the laptop. Okay. Our laptop. We're done on the test. Okay, and for the fill and the setting. On the right side for the applications like the browser. Yeah, I like Chinese still. How do you think about that? I think it's good. So for the browser, for the template manager, so let's have a look. Why tablet manager looks like this? So what's that? Click on that. Oh, 96. Sounds great. So click on the quick optimize. So sometimes it's like we'll have some mechanics and some words we can, as we know, we can close that. If long time didn't clean that, we can run and use it. So this is for that. And this is the type. We click on that, and if I want to turn up for the table manager, so long press and drag down to move to the closed application. It's not a delete, it's just a close, okay? Yeah, other one, you can have a try by yourself. The gallery, the picture that you save and the upgrade, checking if any testing. Yeah, good, latest version. So WBS, ARC, Foxeye, and Zoom, Teams, Meeting, and Hikvision. So for the other APK, because it's Android system 13, so you can download other applications like small games and small applications to install that. This is the most the basic informations or using for the the FB. The final thing I want to explain is about the setting part. As we see, it's similar like when you are doing the mobile setting by the networking, so the wired network or the wireless network like at office. This is the hotspot. That's why when I trying to find it, the split is the third one, excitance. This is the one to find give the name for that. And the display, you can do the setting by the auto brightness, we can turn on that. And for the blue side filter, we can adjust for the different level to drag it, make it yellow or the blue, the white. Yeah, this is a setting for the temperature by the cool color, highlight, and something else. Wallpaper. So the theme, as we see the Chinese style and the wallpaper is the different theme. And even the icon can be changed. For the sleep time setting, for the not operation, how long you set, depends on you. And audio mode, we can setting for the different modes and about the volume. Besides, for the collection area, we can click on the setting and the collecting area to configure to check whether it's a personal mode or a media mode. But because the media mode will cover the more people, the angle will be much more bigger. Okay, so this is about the audio. For the language choosing and the input method, the DME, to remember, the Android one is not very easy for using. I prefer for the Hikvision MEA. For date and times, choose a time zone or automatically application manager. This is so one, same like your app store and finding down what you have and how many space it occupies. The Bluetooth, yeah, the Bluetooth we connected to. Do you remember the speakerphone? For the speakerphone in our slides, we have the omnidirectional speakers, like as the part of the accessories. For the actual and luxury functions, the temperature control, yeah, do you remember the one? If overseed the threshold, it will get alarms. So because it's not for some time, long time rising, without turn it off or be open too much applications, the temperature will be high, so we can set in alarms in advance. For some advanced functions like email, approach, camera, for the other thing like accessory connecting, they can discover and set in themselves. And the most important, like if you want to like multi-user settings, like why this has the NFC region, because people want to verify their identification by the FC. So the thing is, we can enable for the multiple settings. But the most important thing that is we can check for the login method. If we choosing the login by the password free, it's okay. We only turn on and we can using it directly. But if you forget for the password, so it cannot be reset by yourself. Suppose you forget that, so there will be choices. Down part, forget password. So click on that and export one file. Insert your USB here, better. So your file will automatically, the export file will automatically go to the USB. Then you hand over to Hikvision teams. We will send you back the file. Okay? Suppose I don't hope this one things will happen, but in case if one day forget the password, so please remember to export the file and hand over to Hikvision to reset it. And the last, this is the badge for some basic information like the serial number, the version, like firmware version, the RAM. Yeah. Hey, so maybe you have the questions. Where just to say for the RAM and the ROMs, for its 8 gigabit plus 64. So but why I find you have the 108. This because this is for the D5C we say. The one we promoting today is the D5B. So therefore, the spec and capacities has a little differences. So for the D5BEL series, the RAM will be the 8 gigabit no problems, but for the system capacity, will be 64 gigabit only at the start time period. So this is the informations we can edit it. So this is all the content for today's demo part. If you still have some questions during the demo or about the product or even about OBS, OBS, right. If you get OBS, actually this needs to has the different material codes to purchase it separately, and we can do the installation on this backside. We find not only for the front side, but the back side we also have for the multiple port for the connection. So each one have their description, what is the use for. So we can do the connection way. Yeah, this is it. And maybe already find for the Hikvision, this one we installed on the wall, but some scenarios we can use in the different bracket, like to make it on floor, too easy to moving it. Hope you remember. So for choosing that, just make sure your FP and the bracket is matched. It is the same match, and not by the big FP, but the smaller bracket is not working. Okay. So this is the one only we need to pay attention on that. And well, so also this is the most the same content that we are sharing already. So if you still have some questions or the doubts about the product, so please type it in the chat box. Our online teams will reply you in the chat box as well. Okay, thank you. So this one is done for the QA as well, for the demo part. If we do not have any more questions, so this is the next procedure about the award for the quick winner. I know, and for myself, it's very highly appreciate you will join us the this open course every times, because for some names it's familiar to us as well. And again, we apologize for the created issues due to the system upgrading for HPP. But as we checked in today, we got reply that it will be solved at the middle of the November. So for all the previous one, the sessions, like starting from the episode 28 till today, and maybe for the following some days, we will create related points into account. And if you didn't receive that at the middle of the November, so please let us know. Okay, but we have the record and calculate it at every times. If we don't have the other more questions, then we can go for the not thank you part. Let's go ahead with the one for the quiz. Quiz. Yeah, this is my quiz. So please scan the QR code this is the bigger QR code, or our team will send the link and the passcode in the chat box. So please click on that and join that. The question is very easy and consists of some true and false and some points just to be mentioned before, like how much is for the RAM and the ROM, like what functions is it using for the FPD, and for the what type of the system, which one is by default, and what one is optional. So this is the one the questions may be consistent. So we expected some customers, we can please scan the QR code and join the quiz. We will just wait for around 2 minutes. Please scan the QR code. Okay, Mr. Halim and Mr. Rahid. Yeah, if I pronounce wrong, I feel sorry for that. Mr. Hamad, Mr. welcome, Mr. Hassan, Noor Usman, Mr. Hamad, Mr. Muhammad Hadi, and Engineer Dana. Welcome. Welcome this 90 hero, and yeah. Okay, thanks. Maybe we'll wait around. Can we expect it like 20 people to join this competition? Actually, the words, the descriptions is hey, Mr. Ayman, good to see you. This is Vera, and yeah, nice to see you in the competition words, Mr. Muhammad, Mr. Muhammad, Sami. Yeah, for the name list, we find some old friends already, and thank you very much for your understanding for this HPP. Actually, we have the history record for every time, so when you join that, it signs episode 28. And we summarize this format sheet to the headquarter, but as we see, we meet some issue for the system upgrading. Yeah. Okay, 16 heroes, and now 3 maybe. Can I expect it's 4 more? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hikvision MEA Open Course, episode 33. Yeah, my opening words come again. Okay, if nothing more, let's wait for last 1 minute counting. Then we can go ahead. Okay, let's wait for 3. We will start. Oh, and by the way, for the IPD, what's the general questions you may meet? Yeah, I think general questions. The first thing is how to realize for the split screen. The second thing is what to do if you forget the password. So forget the password. Don't try to reset by yourself. Just contact us, our team. Okay. Thanks. Now let's go ahead to start. Yalla. Can I expect 2 more people? Maybe I should use my smartphone to join as well? To counting. 2 more people, please. If now, I'm not wasting all your time as well, because every time you will be on time, I'll pay attention, even adding the follow the Hikvision official website. Thank you. Okay, let's start. Go. Yalla. 3, 2, 1, go. So this is all the questions. Firstly, please fill your one hike ID, please, and your email address. Because even if you fill the wrong one hike ID, but as long as you put the correct email address, then we will find you. Oh, by the way, I forget for the emphasize for the QR code checking. Hope you scan the QR code for checking already. Yeah, the first question, what the first question we said? Let me have a look. Oh, first one is the general questions. The second one, yeah, what type of FP support? Like the functions, what we have using? Oh, great, amazing. Mr. Muhammad, take the leading for the racing, but Mr. Usman think I can did it the class. Oh, okay. Mr. Hardy is chasing. He's saying, okay, today, yeah, I will be the first winner. Who will be the first winner? I see the question speed is very fast. Oh, what's the questions like our first and the second hero got failed? Let me check what is the questions. Maybe I'm not sure for the answer as well. But Mr. Muhammad Hadi is still very fast. Is it on the chasing? Okay, wow. You're taking your lead back. Yalla, yalla. Okay, thank you, our old friend. Thinking about it, we still have time. Oh, Mr. Muhammad Hadi took your position back, but Mr. Usman don't think about it. So you two, chasing with each other, and some customers still thinking, yeah, maybe. Oh, I find till now there's one engineer did all the custom correct. So, is it possible? Or we will get one unexpected? Wow, great, thank you. Thank you very much for the choosing. As we see, we getting some amazing results. This is the most full score, almost full. Come on, come on. Oh, by the way, I see the background. I think about one thing. Happy Halloween Day as well. Today is Tuesday and good. And I'm not sure Tuesday. Yeah, some company will have the weekend on the Thursday evening, right? It's a good time or we can take the happy Halloween as well. Last week our office is just celebrating for the Diwali. It's very good. It's quite good. We're taking some fried foods and for the Diwali like decoration of our offices everywhere. Okay, and we still some gentleman is on the way. Yeah. And maybe Mr. Hadi is thinking about, will I be the first winner? Yeah, let's see. You take the leading. And thank you so much for the engineer who joined for this leading. Oh, good, I'm there. Before there's 18 arrows showing, but now one more people. So we will, to save the time, we will just waiting for 1 minute. So do the 8:45, then we will close for the quiz. Okay, thank you for the choosing. And by the way, tomorrow, by 5 p.m., we will have the Arabic version. Mr. Mustafa, maybe he's your old friend as well. We'll deliver for the Arabic introductions. So maybe you have some questions. Maybe we'll explain more in the mother language. Will be easier. So feel free to contact him as well. So tomorrow, 5 p.m. For the 19th participant, by the way, for the gentleman who, if you already finished the quiz, so think about it. Have you checked in for the QR code? Because for the QR code, even checking, we will get 2,000. Yeah, we are sorry for that if you didn't receive for this 2,000. But actually, we already did that just due to the system upgrading. So maybe we still need for around half months to finalize the systems to credit for this point. But don't worry, for all the histories with us. Okay, it seems it's the milestone for the end. And thank you. Okay. Thanks. Thank you for all your attendance. It's really amazing. Almost getting all the questions done. And it's time to the congrats to the winner. Yeah, Mr. Muhammad Hadi. Thank you. Finally, you cut your positions and congrats. And for Mr. Abdul and Mr. Hamad. Thank you very much. So as we see, we find your score. So for the first 6 winner, we will record your informations as long as you fill in your one hike ID and for the email address. So we will do that. Firstly, record them, and secondly, once the system is okay, then we will deposit to account. All right, this is the final call to the checking for the scan the QR code if you didn't do that. And this is the end for the open course. And thank you very much for your attendance. This is Avira speaking. And very nice to see you. The next time for the next course is the same topic about Arabic language at tomorrow, Dubai time, 5 p.m. And following next week, we will have the course about LED. We know some customers are interested. And what about LED topic? Besides, for the distribution, a memo, the face recognized terminals, the 342 with POE version is also cared about the customer. So this will be the two topics in the next week. For the details times, we will send on the SPP event as well. So thank you and see you next time. Goodbye.